Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This frame is tilted, but I can't be bothered to fix it right now. I'm sorry I have been like MIA during nationals. So yeah, the last video you saw at Climb Fit, that was 2 days out from nationals. First of all, Tom was competing with me in his first open nationals, as I told you, so I couldn't have him film for the channel. So we were in isolation together. I didn't really have anyone to film for YouTube. I did, however, have a very good friend, Justine, amazingly film in portrait on her phone for me and send me those videos. So what I've been doing is posting them as shorts here on YouTube, so you can actually see some of the boulders. And of course they're on Instagram and Facebook if you want to just have a look at what the boulders look like. So in terms of what happened, okay, like just as like an overall, so the last Australian bouldering nationals we had was 2019 pre-COVID. Since then it's just been impossible to host a nationals because of the travel restrictions within Australia, especially in WA. We weren't able to leave for such a long period of time. So in 2019 I was in the finals, and that is how I got my World Cup spot and went and competed in the World Cups. So coming back to a nationals 3 years later, when you haven't really competed so much nationally with all of these people, and you don't really know where you're sitting and what people have been doing for training. You kind of do, because we did a few like big comps in like Boulder Fest and stuff like that. But yeah, it's super scary. Anyway, as you guys probably already know, I did make the final, like, oh my god. So qualifications went really well. Ended up in 4th place, I believe, after quali, so I was like pretty happy with that, 4th or 5th. The first one was a parkour run, and I was one of 3 people out of like 30 to flash it. Pretty stoked. Got to a raging start with 3 flashes on the first boulders, and then the last 2 were like pretty hard. I fell off the end of one, and the other one was this slab, which was just, I spent the whole 5 minutes almost getting off the floor, and then I timed out towards the end. It was so funny. But that was everyone's experience. Most people didn't get off the floor. So yeah, it was high in that group. And then semi-finals, obviously I was coming out towards the end, and we had one run at a wall with like a really powerful end. You really had to send that boulder, otherwise probably kiss your finals goodbye. Yeah, because the second and the third boulder weren't topped, they were too hard. I would have been one of the closest on the second boulder. I got to the last move. And the third boulder, Judith Carroll, was actually the closest. She fell off matching. I got to the zone and couldn't move, and that was, a lot of people didn't get to the zone. So at least I had the zone, so I was like, okay, I've got one top and I've got, you know, both zones. And then I knew basically I had to top the final boulder to get in. Like, it's always 2 tops. That's kind of how these things go. I knew I had to top the last boulder. Turn around, it's a parkour run. Old Anna would have just been like, great, kiss my nationals goodbye. New Anna is pretty confident with parkour runs now. But then it was a pretty complex parkour run. So I took one run at it, failed. I thought, oh shit, that's actually more complex than I think, you know. All the pressure of like everything is on you. The crowd kind of knows you have to top this boulder to get in. Like, can you just imagine that high pressure situation? Second run didn't go so well. Basically was pretty far away from, like, I was getting the foot sequence wrong, so I decided to change up my foot sequence, and then I hit it, and I was not letting go after that. It was very droppable. A few people were dropping it after. Not me. I was like, no way. Let's go. Turned around, and I could see Tom gave me a thumbs up because he had the live scores, and because I was out to the back, he knew you just needed 2 tops to get in. I qualified quite high, so I was in 3rd spot after semi-finals. I then had to watch Jordan Damasco, my teammate, who was also in finals with me in 2019, not stick this parkour run for the first 2.5 minutes of her 5 minutes, and I knew that if she didn't do it, she wasn't going to be in the finals. And I'm having a complete, like people that watch climbing, I'm like, so much respect. My fingers were just dripping with sweat. She finally stuck it. She had like 1.5 minutes left, and so there's a really cool picture of me just going to give her a big hug, because that's it. 3 years later, we've done it again. You know, the 2 WA girls in the finals. Yeah, so that's it. You can go and watch that semi-final live stream. The commentator had no idea what was going on and called me Jordan Damasco for some of it. So just don't worry about that. He obviously doesn't know anything about Australian climbing. I'm not sure where they got the commentator. He actually did quite a good job, but he didn't know anyone. Now, I was absolutely burnt after the qualifications. I was the oldest by so many years, and 3 rounds, 2 rounds in a day at this kind of level, under all this stress, with all the climbing that I kind of did before and family stuff, I was burnt. I was just happy to be there. The first boulder, I timed out topping the boulder. Now, what I'm really annoyed about, it was that the judge didn't tell me I was on. So I was standing there watching the judge, waiting for the thumbs up to go for 15 seconds. I lost 15 seconds. I timed out by 3 seconds. It's still my fault for falling, so I chose to keep my veloces on the world's smallest foot chips, and I went to, like, first of all, I couldn't start for like the first 2 minutes. It was ridiculous because I couldn't stand on the foot chips, and then I finally got off the start and then fell off like the world's smallest foot chip. Then I decided to change one of my shoes into a Drago, which was like the best decision. I should have, in hindsight, done that at the start, and then I topped the boulder, but I had timed out. So basically after that, and I knew everyone else topped it except for one person, I kind of knew was already, you have to stay positive, like, but I kind of knew this is probably, my podium is gone. So mentally it was pretty hard to come back from that. The second one I barely got anywhere. State of mind, I believe, but also I chose an incorrect foot sequence, which I figured out in the last few seconds to get the zone. The third boulder was a parkour run, super fun, face out. Like, I actually really liked this boulder. And I did the run, I don't know, it was a complex one, so I probably got it at my 4th or 5th go, and then got to the zone and then was in a really good position to progress. I did a really cool hands-free move. I just went the wrong way, so I didn't see this. Well, I did see it, but I didn't think it was usable. The beta was to like palm down this volume. Anyway, I got super close. It only had one top, and then I would have been the closest behind that. And then the last boulder was a sick one-arm crimp campus, freaking amazing boulder, and it just took me a long time to get off the floor. I was pretty tired, and then I got up there and I just went the wrong way on this sequence, and it was really powerful, and I just gassed out. I just essentially gassed out. So basically I ended up last in the finals, but didn't really care because I was in the final, and things could have gone a lot differently and would have put me, you know, second or third versus what happened. So I know, like, I know that I'm really strong and I'm really capable, but it just didn't plan out for me as well in the finals. But that's totally fine. My one goal was to make the final, and I did it. So I can just say I'm really happy about that. Now, in terms of like World Cups, you guys probably know about the new rule where you can only send 2 per country now to the World Cup. So they're limiting. I am, you know, the 6th preference to be sent. So if Oceana and Jordan Damasco want to do Japan, they're going to Japan. If they want to go to Italy, they're going to Italy. So it'll only be if they don't want to go somewhere that I will get that call up. So I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm hoping to at least get 2 World Cups in, but we'll see about that. Anyway, I'm back at Urban Jungle now, and I got a whole new gym to climb, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to quickly edit this today. My app is having a 20% off subscription sale. I've just added a whole lot of stuff to there as well. It is your one-stop place for all of your climbing conditioning needs, mobility, you know, workouts, climbing programming, you know, splits, everything, stretching, how to warm up, strength and conditioning. It's freaking everything, and it's amazing. So check it out. You can now get it at 20% off. It's only 3 more days, so that ends on Monday. Also, Myprotein is 45% off right now. So if you need any supplements, clothing, food items or anything, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, you can use that code ANNADAVEY for 45% off. Also going to show you this amazing Soulfire apparel. Like, what the hell? This is a alternate. Okay, I'm really excited about that. They're having a sale as well, so I'll put the link down there. I think these are Colorado based, and they're having like 60% off, so I'll put the link there as well. Anyway, let's get climbing. I won't show you guys like warm up 2s and 3s. Come back to you live when I'm up to 4, and I'm climbing in my pants, but I'm probably gonna change out of my pants because I don't like climbing hard boulders with any feeling of material on my legs, just an FYI. I absolutely hate filming by myself. You have no idea how many times I have to move this frame. Like, and I can't talk and then be in the climbing frame, but we're ready to go on 4 V4s. So we're gonna start with this red 4. I made it harder than it needed to be by like refusing to match and doing the cross through, but that's fine. I'm so sore right now. So I had like the world's biggest legs day when I got back. So my legs basically aren't working. I did legs for like 3 hours because due to nationals, I'd like stopped all heavy compound lifting on my legs just to prevent so much DOMs. And I felt like really guilty, so I like tried to catch up in one day. Don't do that. That'll do for 4s because my skin's really bad, so I don't want to hold anymore. Do you know what I hate most about climbing is warming up, because you have to hold jugs and they hurt your skin when you lift weights. And my deadlifting calluses, and I have a giant hole in my hand from, I was trying to do this gross parkour dyno yesterday, and like the start holes, I just kept missing the first move, so I took like 20 swings at it and then I ripped a giant hole in my hand. So I'm going to skip to 5. 5 is when you tend to start to get a few more crimps, so. You guys know I am not resting at all between these attempts, so if I look tired, it's because I'm not resting. I want to edit this video before my client at 10. It's Neil's project, so I'm probably going to make it look really bad now. By what the sequence was meant to be, but it doesn't matter, they're all jugs. Time to skip to the hard stuff before I just get too gassed and lose too much skin, because I want to have a big climbing week. We're gonna have a fun day on Sunday at Hub. You're gonna get a fun video. The route setting they've been doing while we've been away has been epic. 2 hard boulders in here. It's unlikely I'm going to flash this whole set, although it feels like that way right now, but I think the 6 is gonna get me, and then obviously the 8 is going to get me, and there's no 7, which is a bit disappointing. This looks like a hard 6, so it could be 7. It's tiny yellow dual text holds. I am going to take maybe 2 minutes of rest now because I want to flash it, but I'll show you. So bad. Oh my god. Oh, that's not happening. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call sandbagging. So that the thumb catch is so bad, not to mention too far away from me. And then the last move is like, you have to be 6 foot minimum, I reckon. No, I don't have time to project to have, oh no. I want to go to the 8. Not a fan, sorry guys. I hate those holds anyway, and so far the setting's been really good. This one I'm gonna say no to. But you gotta have stuff for the tall people, right? You gotta get tall people extended. Not everyone is a -8 index. Looks like it gets its grade for the last move. Up until then, probably only 6 or so. I'll try that again. Okay, so that is the only usable area of this hold on this angle, and your right hand is here, and so you can only possibly go up right hand. So look at that span. That's not going to happen for me. I thought you might be able to heel hook and crank, but I'm not going to make the span. I don't know, I'm going to call it there guys, but that was a good welcome back session. Anyway, let's just do a little Myprotein unboxing. I just got my delivery yesterday. I just want to show you guys some of the stuff that I am currently obsessed with and just using all the time consistently. So of course I've got my branched chain amino acids. So these are for recovery. They are the building blocks to protein synthesis. So when you're doing a workout, you need to take them either during or after. I've got blue raspberry there, some chocolate collagen protein, so I use them for my joints and muscles. The bone spur, I find that's one of the only things to alleviate the pain. And then just for normal muscle recovery, I actually put this one in my coffee, so I've got chocolate. Pre-workout, of course. What's life without stimulants? So it's like a caffeine, essentially creatine amino acid blend. It's also got beetroot in there, so it's a nitrite oxide, so it's great for deep pumping. Right now they've only got one flavour. I don't know what's going on, but Tom's not happy. So there used to be cola, now there's only blue raspberry. I'm pretty sure that's only temporary and something's coming out. So I just got a big bag and a small bag, so just Tom can have one. And then I got 2 more flavours of the branched chain amino acids because I just don't like always just having the same flavour every day. So I've got a strawberry lime, and then I've got a watermelon. I actually need these right now. I just got some socks. I've got ridiculous socks on right now. These are like the new crew neck socks. So I just wanted something a little bit shorter. So just got them. So 45% off right now. So that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do comment, like and subscribe. As I said, leave the links to the live stream down below and all the links to everything activewear stuff I've blabbed on about today, so you can check it out. Thanks for being here. We're about to hit 20,000 subscribers actually, which means I need to go and buy a new camera because I did promise it, so I'm gonna have to go spend some money. If you have any like suggestions, let me know, but right now I'm heading towards a Sony SV vlogging camera because it just looks easy for me to use. But yeah, all right, love you all, see you soon.